is really the balance between freedom and leverage. So yes, you're free, you control your time, but it doesn't mean that you don't work. You work sometimes a little bit, longer than the average person. But that feeling of freedom, that you're working even more without realizing you're working more, because you know when to stop, when to do something else, and that balance between the leverage to be able to do more with less, or more with more, spend more time with your family is so important. I believe that people don't really realize is that, oh, I'm tired of working, I just want to start my business. No, you don't start a business because you're frustrated. You start a business because you want to contribute to society with a gift that you have on inside you. And as an exchange, you receive that freedom with a lot of benefits, and that benefits most of the time is money. I believe that when people can see that, like, you're not going like with to get a revenge on some 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 people, like, okay, I just want to have a revenge. No, you're going into business to contribute, to add to society, not to say like, okay, let me take. Business people are not takers. They are people who come to add something. And that's a segue to our last question to you, is that, okay, so what do you think you can add, Charles? What you can add to society with your experience, with your God-given purpose, and of course, based on your Greatness Trilogy? What is so different about you that people will gravitate to you and say, you know what, I need a Charles in my life?
Something that I always told myself, that I have to live a purpose-driven life. I want to live in a space where I always expand my knowledge and I always grow. And I can also help other people do the same thing, to grow, to expand their knowledge, to always exemplify or to manifest the best version of themselves. And this, of course, comes through all the teaching that I have for them. I don't just limit myself to people of my generation. Of course, that's important, because that's why the course that's coming up on retirement. It's people in retirement that think that when they go into retirement, that's the end of the road. I've done my 30, 40 years in the company. Now when I come home, I just sit home and then I just wait for death to find me. And personally, that's why I don't like the word retirement. You retire from a job. You don't retire from life until the Almighty calls you.
Please, can you repeat that? It's so important.
I said, you don't retire from life. You retire from a job. The only time you retire from life is when the Almighty decides to call you. You should not impose yourself on the fact that, okay, I'm going to retire from life. No, you don't retire from life. You retire from a job. And I want to teach retirees that when you go into retirement, that's not the end of it, because you over the years, you've accumulated so much knowledge. You have so much experience that the younger generation should be able to learn from you. You should become like an advisor to them. And also, I want to speak to younger people. You start preparing for a retirement when you first get your job. You tell yourself, okay, now I'm working for this company, but I'm not going to end here. This is just for me to have like an opening to the rest of the world, to see what I can do based on my knowledge, based on the experience I want to accumulate in this business I'm doing, how I want to start my own activity, to be my own boss. So there's so many areas like this where I want to see how I can add value to people. So my mission is to add value to people, to make people believe in their dreams. I love it when people dream, and when they dream big. If your dream is not big enough, if the dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. Wow. You need to have a dream that scares you, and when you tell yourself, yes, now let me see how I can make it happen. What are the resources that I need to be able to touch people, to be able to get the knowledge that I need to make that dream come true? Or not saying, no, I can't do that because in my family nobody did it. Why should I be the first one to do that? Or when you hear the naysayers telling you, what do you think you are that you're going to be able to do it? So you get scared. You don't then dare to make your dream come true. So I want people to be courageous enough to stand up and say, yes, I have a passion and I know I can make it happen. I want people to be courageous enough to say, yes, this is what I want to do, and nobody will stop me. Just to give you a small example, when I moved to Canada, I spoke to some friends of mine, my generation. And then I told them, okay, I'm going to move to Canada. I was like, no, oh, you're crazy. Why do you want to go to Canada? Like they said, at our age, you don't move to a new country. Stay in Gabon. Just, after you leave Shell, just find yourself another company where you're going to be able to work as a consultant, stay home. I said, I don't want that. I always want to challenge myself. And I knew that coming to a new environment is going to be challenging, because when you come to a new country, you don't have any contacts. You have to start from scratch. And it's exactly what I went through when I came to Canada. And first of all, I didn't even have in mind the weather. I mean, the weather in Canada is very rough. I mean, the winter is harsh. So when I came here, I had to face all those challenges. But I told myself, nothing going to stop me, because I have a plan in my head. I will make it happen. And today I can see the result. Things are coming into place and things are beginning to roll. And I'm very happy about it.
Wow. I mean, it was, you said, oh, like, I like what you said about, like people stay like, a certain age, you don't go somewhere. And what I realized in life is that when 90% of the time when somebody tell you that you cannot do it, it's not about you, it's about them. And they cannot really, see themselves doing what you're about to do. So they try to project their own fear upon you to make sure that you stay with them, because that's all they can see. And then when you try to do something that they cannot even think about, they say, like, no, you cannot do that. Just do that, because that's what they will do. Mm-hmm. So it was so great for you, a lot of courage for you to be able to step out at this time in your life and be able to go to Canada and be able to do what you have done, and be humble enough today to keep learning, to publishing a book, and to do what you're doing now all around the world with consulting with different people. But now the question that people have is like, okay, when is the next time that they will hear from you, or they need to contact you, they need to work with you? What they need to do exactly, Mr. Charles?
Okay, my website will give them all the details that they need to contact me. They're going to be able to contact me via Facebook, via my YouTube channel, via Instagram. So everything will be there for them to be able to contact me. So and I want to be accessible to people. I want people to be able to reach out to me whenever they feel the need, whenever they see that the information or the teaching that I bring to them adds value to their lives. That's what I want to do. So I want to be accessible to people, for them to be able to work with me, for me to be able to help them in their whole journey to the greatest version of themselves.
Okay, thank you so much, Charles. And it was a pleasure to talk with you. I was enlightening myself, and thank you so much, guys. Make sure that wherever you watch this video, go to the greatnesstrilogy.com, Charles Tchoreret on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. Make sure that you follow him and you ask him questions. So you really want to give his knowledge. It's not every time you tell somebody